Hey, my creative friends. I'm Shannon from Shannon Studio, and I am here. Happy New Year, happy 2020, first day of the year. And we are still going to be talking creativity, a creative lifestyle, all sorts of things dealing with how to live a creative lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. So we're still going to continue. I think we have been doing this 153-ish days. And so it's helped me a lot to be able to solidify in my mind what's important and to remind myself of how I've gotten to a point where I can live a creative lifestyle on a regular basis. Hey, Rose. So the videos have really helped me, and I hope that they help you as well. So today, of course, we're going to talk about goals. We're going to talk about resolutions. We're going to just hit on a few little things. I usually pick a word every year. I haven't picked it yet. I'm still working on that. Mulling some things over in my mind. Hi, Trisha. Hey, everyone. So I'm mulling my ideas over for my word that I want to work on. It's more of a becoming word, or something I really feel I need to work on or have struggled with. So, hey, my little starlight. Just have to have a little cheery moment here. So, but I told you I've been writing in my Rachel Hollis journal, and that's almost full. And I started to realize some things about that, how it will work with me and what doesn't work for me. And so I'm was going over that the last few days, and today I made something that I am going to use to work with, and I think I'm going to share it with you online if that's something that might work for you too. So first off, I'm going to show you some of the things I started with my goals. So here's this little fold up thing, and when you open it up, it creates this a bigger space in order to record and work on. I was looking at this and doing this and writing on this, but I didn't really like the feel of it. I know it's like an aesthetic thing. It's not like it's wrong, but sometimes you will have a feel for something that feels good, that doesn't feel good. And if it does not feel good, you're not likely to use it, because that's just the way we are. We don't like to do what we don't like. And so I was, working with this, and then I drew on it, and I was gonna do my little watercolors, and then it smeared. I don't know, it's a new paper I was trying, it's a marker paper, and I think it needed certain types of marker, maybe alcohol-based marker, I don't know. So it was just like, this was a total bust. So I'm like, I don't even like it anyway, so I'm not gonna fight with it anymore. So what I decided to do was I took this and I made one of those little honeycomb things. So when you open it up, it has all this surface to do. And why I did it this way is because I like my goals to see them all at one time. But I am a little bit of a private person, so I didn't want everybody to see everything, have it out on my desk. And the point is, for me, for goals, I have to see them and kind of interact with them. And that's what I learned with the Rachel Hollis book, is that I need to interact and see them every day. Because if I don't see it every day, I forget. That's just what I do. I forget, and I have so many things I want to do, so many areas of my life that it's a lot to remember. So this is something I will post on the Shannon Studio. It is, I call it my sphere of influence, and I developed this, I want to say, when we lived in Provo, so 13, 14 years ago. I developed this because I was actually feeling like I was going in a million directions, and I was wondering, what do I do? Why do I feel like this? What are the roles in my life because sometimes I feel like I have to do these things. Am I doing too much or whatever? So I went through and kind of mapped out the different roles and responsibilities that I had. And I've then created this system, and I looked at if I was doing too much in a certain area or not enough, or a certain area wasn't applicable to me right now. I should just not do it because I'm in a different stage in life. When I had 8 kids at home, there were certain things I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to have time to do. And so and then it showed me some weaknesses, areas that I was weak in, like the manager section, managing the home, to, learn, routine systems, that sort of thing. And then, so some of the categories are like me, and they are numbered because I come first, then my mate comes second, my maternal responsibilities and family come third. I manage a manager, so managing the home and the environment is fourth, and it goes through several things. And so I have one goal in each area. So one goal that's a lifetime goal or the next 10 years type goal, but it's a longer term goal. So I have one longer term goal. So that will usually, first off, I have my responsibilities. So let's look at a maker. So I have my maker. Sorry, it's a little awkward. Maker, in my maker section, which is number 5, I'm a fabric designer. So there's responsibilities that come with fabric designing. And some of the things I want to do with that, I list into that. So I say what I am, what my long-term goal is to be a multi-industry service pattern designer. So that's my long-term goal. And my short-term goals are to do patterns for a book and a creative course and patterns for that. So and then the little space, so that's what my 1, 2, 3 is up here, or the space is up here. And then here I write down, I write down all the things that I might need to do. Like for the book, I have to schedule it. I have to date that it needs to be done. The watercolors, I'm in the watercolor section. The course, I need to do 1 a month. So, then I have space to write down some of the more detail. Because what I was finding is I was reading my big long-term goals, but then I never went down into the daily. So this, for me, does the long-term, short-term, and interim. So it just does all of it for me. So I super am excited to try this. And I will let you see if you want to do it. I'm going to download it. I'm going to put it for you to download it and little instructions and see if it works for you. And I am excited because there's a lot I want to do this year. And if you want to do a lot, you have to be more organized about it. If it's a kickback year for you and you decide, you know what, I'm not going to do a lot, I'm going to just do some basic things, then you just cross off the other sections and go, that's not it for me right now. And I think we have to be deliberate when we do our goals, to know what our energy level is, how we feel, where we are in all these roles. If, I have 1 child at home now, so that makes a difference than having 8, obviously. Managing some of the properties, we have 2 rentals, we have a home, and then we are here. So, one of my daughters is taking care of rentals, and we're paying her, so then it's not we're not doing it, we couldn't do it. And she has time to do it, so she's going to be doing that. And so I have those responsibilities, but I know how they're being taken care of. And so I can put down what things I have to do. I think that's what I wanted to say about it. Share your thoughts on what you're doing for goal setting, for your life, just running your life in general. What you think about this? Does this sound like something that would work for you? Or would you like more explanation? Or just Happy New Year? Just tell me Happy New Year. I am, let's see. I think that's it. Oh, I was going to say, I just barely, let me see what time it is. I just barely got in my video for today. It's 11:37 here. So I was like, oh, I've got to finish my little thing because I want to share that tonight. And I was like, oh no, I can't, after 153 days or 4 days or whatever it is, I cannot not do my video today. And so, just got it in under the wire. But anyways, I hope your New Year's Day was good. Looking forward to some of the things this year that we're gonna do with, because I still have half a year of videos to do. That's my goal. And so you can do goals any time of year, obviously. And my goal is to do a year's worth of videos. And I'm really liking it. I hope you're enjoying it. So that's all for today, for tonight. Remember, oh, Rose said, I thought it was late for you. Yes, it is. I was going to do it earlier, but you know what I did? Took a nap. It was New Year's Day. Took a nap. Alan's home, so just conked out. It's just been a nice couple days since we got back from France that we could just relax. Alan has to go back to work, but Joseph still has another, I think, week off. They have 3 weeks at Christmas here. So, but we wanted to just take it easy today. Oh, and last night, New Year's Eve, I'm going to do one more thing. I didn't realize I told you yesterday about the fact that, New Year's Eve is a nighttime holiday. And so I don't forget, but I didn't really connect the dots that it gets dark here at 3 o'clock. Everything shut down at 2 o'clock so people could start celebrating at 3 o'clock because it's dark. And then about a half an hour before midnight last night, we just started hearing fireworks. Well, actually about 8 o'clock I started hearing them, but at half an hour to midnight, I started hearing them loud and continuous. And then we looked out our window, and every window that we looked out of, we could see fireworks. And they were loud, and they kept going and going and going. And I was like, first off, in the States, a lot of times we have fire codes, huh, Tricia, that sometimes we can't even do fireworks. Everything's wet and damp, and here, it doesn't apply to them. So it was fireworks crazy. And so I realized they celebrate big time here for New Year's Eve. And so next year, we're going to try to find someplace a little bit higher and just take in the view, because if that's what we could see from here, then I know it was pretty spectacular more towards the city. So that was the way the Swedes celebrate New Year's Eve. So just going to leave that with you. Remember, you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.